Tonight on SmackDown Live AfterBuzz TV After Show, apparently things are still shaking up. Roman Reigns doesn't know how to sing, and we meet the Firefly Funhouse. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What is up, everybody? We are live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud. You're liking, you're subscribing, telling your friends and your foes about the world of AfterBuzz TV as we break down SmackDown Live. What's up, everybody? I am Christian Rosenberg. No Tom this week. No worries. Why? Because Gabby Loren is back. For those of you listening to the podcast, she made a happy face.
And a gesture with my hands. Big gesture.
Yes. We've missed you.
Thanks. I missed you guys so much. It's kind of crazy when you go away for an extended period of time, how you just want to get back. And I wasn't born and raised in LA. I was actually born and raised on the East Coast. But all I kept thinking about was, oh my God, man, I miss the weather. I just want to get back. I miss my people. I miss AfterBuzz. I miss wrestling.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, studio audience. I know. It's adorable.
Really cute.
That's why I just never miss an episode because I just will miss it too much.
Yeah, it's
kind of a
very
problem
missable.
of mine. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't think I've missed a single episode yet this year.
You know what? No, actually, like since January 1st.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you were out for a surgery, I remember, and like
that was a year ago.
Was it really a year ago?
Yes,
already?
actually, yeah. Last week
Time
was a year that I
flies.
had my surgery.
That's so nuts.
Yeah.
When you think of it.
But I'm still alive, still kicking, and so SmackDown, we're still shaking things up apparently, and now we're gearing up for Money in the Bank. What did you overall think of this episode?
I loved the action. I definitely think that there was a few little mishaps here and there in different matches where maybe because of the shakeup, people's chemistry was a little bit off.
Sure.
But other than that, I liked the matches and how WWE paired each wrestler. It was awesome to see Andrade. I'm so glad him and Zelina are staying on SmackDown.
Again, I don't understand that at all. As thrilled as I am that they're staying on SmackDown, why do we announce a shakeup and they move to a show and a week later, nah, just kidding. We're gonna move you back.
I think they're trying to shake us up literally at home.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Like it's okay, if you're moving people, fine. All right, this person moved, that's okay. This person moved, damn, that sucks. Oh well. But then I was like, what was the point of the shakeup if we're bringing people right back?
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like the element of surprise. So I guess I'm okay with it. And plus, we're keeping a really great superstar. So in the end, like we've lost a lot of amazing people, and I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of upset. Mm-hmm. So I am very happy that at least Andrade and Zelina will be gracing our screens every Tuesday.
Yeah, so let's break down the show. Plus, we may have a special surprise for our live listeners a little later on. But you're talking about, as far as, great talents. Yes. What better way to start the show than with the best in the world, Shane McMahon? I'm sure that's what you were referencing.
I mean, my man came out a little later in the show, if you know what I'm talking about.
Shane McMahon. I mean, he's the best in the world, so he's everyone's man.
He's one of the best. He not the best in my book.
I don't know. Greg Hamilton says he's the best in the world, and I have to go with what he says.
Because Greg Hamilton is forced by the tie and the throat.
I think we agree to disagree. Because Shane wants to know what type of man would attack another man's father. The nerve of Roman Reigns last week to gently Superman punch Vince McMahon so he can gently collapse into the arms of Elias, as Tom and I like to describe last week. Why would someone do that? I mean, it's a McMahon. And then Shane jumbles his words and says, that's defacing Mount Mushmore. Yep. No need for a rim shot. That's what he said. Shane then calls out Roman Reigns. Roman naturally comes out, gets ready to talk, but tosses the mic away. Looks like, okay, him and Shane are getting ready to fight a little bit. And no surprise, Elias comes out, distracts Roman, and Shane and Elias gang up and beat up Roman Reigns. So this is happening.
Yeah. What do you think about Roman Reigns coming to SmackDown?
Hey, we knew it was going to happen. I mean, he's really... I mean, him and AJ are the two biggest good guys where, honestly, I mean, now the crowd treats AJ and Seth Rollins as two biggest good guys, but the merchandise sales would say AJ and Roman. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have them on separate shows and trying something new with AJ. So we'll switch, make Roman the face of Fox when they move there in October. As thrilled as you look at that reaction.
I am going to miss AJ thoroughly. He has amazing matches.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised by it. I hope they try to do something different with Roman. Because right now, based on this, it's the same exact thing. But we'll see. Because one thing that they did decide to change was give Kofi Kingston the WWE Championship. And he's talking with Kayla Braxton. And he's talking about how the magic that the WWE Universe gave him WrestleMania is still here and it still grows with him. And he's, excited. Xavier comes in. They're excited. Kevin Owens then jumps in. He's like, yeah, I was waiting over here to jump in because I'm Big O. And you call my name. And now I'm here. And I'm with New Day. And I'm wiggling my hips. And it was just a fun little backstage promo.
Definitely cute.
Finn Balor versus... ya boy, Andrade.
My boy.
Ya boy.
One of my boys.
Zelina tried to interfere like she did on Raw last week. However, Finn got out of the way this time, and this inadvertently then distracted Andrade. Finn hit his dropkick, coup de grace, gets to win, gets a little revenge on Andrade. However, I do not feel like this is over between these two, and I'm happy about that because these two are awesome together.
Yeah, I feel like they had to have Balor win, obviously, because he just made the brand switch. Mm-hmm. And so in order to establish his place on the roster, but at the same time, not really a huge fan of Andrade losing in this one. I thought it was a great match, though.
Yeah, it was definitely a good match. And I mean, they could use, the excuse of Andrade was trying to get Zelina out of harm's way. He was protecting her, and Finn took advantage like the cheater that he is and stole a victory, and they're angry. And then they'll probably end up with Zelina in a shark cage for a match or something.
Very typical.
But no, we'll see. Hopefully, I don't want it to get lost in shuffle and just throw the two of them in the Money in the Bank match itself, which a lot of times the mid-card champion is in that match. I want them to have their own match of Money in the Bank, but already tonight, I mean, we're 4 weeks away from Money in the Bank, and it's already a pretty, they've gotten some matches set, and we haven't even announced the two Money in the Bank ladder matches themselves yet.
Wow, a lot of people in the chat roll are saying that they would love for Andrade to win Money in the Bank.
Which I would also be a fan of, but if they're going to do that, then I don't want him feuded with the Intercontinental Champion. Do that later then. Mm-hmm. If you're having him feud with a guy and he says his destiny is to win an Intercontinental Championship, then I'm not expecting him
to win Money in the Bank.
Nor am I rooting for that because okay, this is his goal. This is who he's feuding with. Let's get a payoff on that. Yeah. Throwing him in the Money in the Bank match just completely throws a giant wrench in that. As much as I would love to see him win. Mm-hmm. Seeing him and Zelina carried around the briefcase for him, that'd be great.
Right. Well, there's still time definitely in between now and Money in the Bank. And you know how storylines I love to change on WWE. So they can flip the switch on us in a matter of a week and then have him just going for something else or not going for anything. And somebody else is coming in and going for that championship, the Intercontinental Championship belt.
Yep. Elias sings a song, challenges Roman to Money in the Bank. And Shane's like, we should get out of here. And they hop in a limo and drive off. That's that. Kairi Sane versus Peyton Royce. As much as we talk about how much we love the Iconics, I do have to say, Billie Kay specifically, with her mannerisms, whether it's cutting the promo, whining about things in a match, something has, as good as she's been, something has really clicked the last month or so, and I cannot keep my eyes off of Billie Kay's actions, off of her mannerisms, because it's so entertaining.
Yeah.
She's so funny. Like I know they're supposed to be like the annoying heels, and you might laugh at some of the jokes, and we do. But now I just find myself laughing hysterically at everything Billie Kay does. In a good way. Like, this is a good... I'm complimenting her. This is not me making fun of her.
Yeah, of course.
I love this.
I've always loved this.
Yeah.
It's always been a thing for me. And I remember I actually made that prediction that they were going to win those belts.
Yes, you did.
And they did. And I'm very happy for it because I think it's well-deserved. Those girls
You haven't been on the talk about that, have you?
No.
It's been
I
so
haven't.
long.
And that was one of my predictions. I wanted the Iconics to win those belts, and they walked away from WrestleMania champions. And well-deserved.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've worked very hard for the past few years in the WWE. And even from behind the scenes, they've put in so much work from friends that we know that are there who have said, like, these girls are great at cutting promos. You know, they put in the work with wrestling. It's a different mix of wrestlers to have these two best friends come in, have this journey together, and then also become champions.
And then with the chat roll, because like, yeah, they made them champions, and then they keep losing a bunch of matches. You got to gear people up to earn those title shots, and we all see champions lose all the time in non-title matches. It happens whether they're good guys or bad guys.
I mean, Kofi Kingston, a prime example.
Finn Balor a week ago.
Win.
Finn Balor a week ago lost to Andrade on Raw, didn't he? Mm-hmm. Well, he was Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
So it happens on all ends of the spectrum. However, I think we need to take a quick break from this to talk about how wonderful our fans are.
Yes. We so appreciate our fans, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. But we want to let you know before we move on to our next topic that not only are we saying thank you for watching and tuning in, but thank you for literally making us the ESPN of TV talk and for continuing to allow us to grow here at AfterBuzz alongside our audience as well. Now, we could use your help. So if you're on YouTube right now, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating. It really helps. And no matter where you are, leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. So that's not just our live viewers on the chat roll. We also want to see you guys commenting in the comment feed that's separate from the live chat. And that lives forever. So it's really nice to go back and look at those comments. And being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to all of us, including Tom, even though he's not here.
In spirit.
In spirit. We truly appreciate you supporting us in doing what we love. So don't forget to tell your friends and keep enjoying our shows.
There you go.
Yes. And so make sure you subscribe. We are the Wrestling and Sports channel here at AfterBuzz TV.
Yes, we are. We run this channel.
Were you going to sing a Beyonce song?
No.
We run this, girl.
I wanted to set it up for you to sing.
We run this AfterBuzz.
Case in point, as far as champions lose their matches, Kairi Sane beat Peyton Royce with the insane elbow. Fairly quick match. After the match, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville kind of come out and politely applaud Paige because they were telling Paige earlier in the day that, okay, you lost your chance. Don't come crawling back to absolution. It's no longer, we're the real team here. Blah, blah, blah. Iconics, wounded. Kairi Sane and Asuka staring at Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. We got 3 teams looking over those tag titles. Who's going to be next in line? We will find out. Aleister Black. Now, again, the shakeup and then get reshaken, but again, in a good way. I'm actually happy between Aleister and Ricochet that we got Aleister because I feel there's more of the storyline there. Plus, then, if you're moving Selena Vega back to SmackDown, like by their rule, you have to bring Aleister now. Because that's what it happens now. If you're married, you're on the same show.
Wait, that was confirmed that he came back to SmackDown?
Yeah. He had his video promo tonight. And it was confirmed on WWE.com yesterday.
Okay, great. Because for some reason I thought
Breaking news, Gabby.
For some reason I thought he was still going to Raw.
No, he was moved to Raw, and then they moved him to SmackDown. That's what I'm saying. They just kept changing things.
But can they change it again, or like is this it?
I don't know. He had his promo tonight.
Okay.
I'm trying to describe his character because we have not gotten anything on the character of Aleister Black yet since he's come up to the roster. You know who I am, but do you know what I am? I cannot begin to explain the complexity of my tragic character. Give it time. I'm sure that the world that you grew up in will have me condemned. I loved this promo so much. We're just like the darkness, yet the weird. It was the darkness, but the elegance in a weird way. and how articulate he was with what he said. It's very intriguing because honestly, from this one promo, I don't know if he's a heel or face. Which I like because now we have to get to know him more to determine what he's going to be turning into.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And it's nice to have a little bit of a tease so not everything is just black and white.
Yes.
You know, keeps things interesting, I think.
Yep.
We're going to need a lot of that because I'm honestly a little scared for SmackDown.
Why?
Because
Why would you be scared for SmackDown?
I'm not okay.
SmackDown's still the better show.
I'm not okay with the Superstar shakeup. I feel like Raw will be the better show.
Okay. Every year they've done the Draft and Superstar shakeup. Raw easily has the better, quote unquote, better draw on it. But what happens with that? SmackDown then develops the talent that they have and makes them more must-see and makes the show better. Every year we have this discussion.
No, I feel like last year WWE made a huge mistake and put their best talent on SmackDown. And it wasn't a mistake for us.
Okay, so besides now Andrade and Aleister back on SmackDown, who are you really worried about that we lost?
Oh my God, the Usos, AJ Styles.
But they were due. They were on the same show for several years.
It doesn't matter. They also have been the staple of most of our storylines. If you think about it.
And there are staples on the storylines on Raw that got moved to SmackDown.
Yeah, but like, no offense to Roman Reigns, but he isn't the fan favorite. Not a lot of people are interested in watching him. Give me another name that you think is like a good shakeup.
That's a good shakeup. I think Finn Balor moving to SmackDown is excellent for him.
Okay, give me
I
one
think
more.
our women's division now destroys Raw when we added Amber Moon and Bayley and Mickie James back.
Becky.
No, we didn't. Becky's on both shows right now with the titles.
Yeah, but most likely she'll probably go to Raw.
Maybe eventually, but we still have Charlotte then.
Yeah. But actually, since she has both titles right now, there is a great chance someone else could take her championship and then they wind up going to Raw.
Yeah.
And she stays on SmackDown.
Well, she's defending, and we'll get into it shortly. She's defending the Raw title against a Raw superstar and the SmackDown title against a SmackDown superstar.
Yeah. Well, going off what Andre SG770 in our chat said, the issue I'm seeing is that SD has too much talent to feature in just a 2-hour show.
You make it 3 hours, you ruin it.
So, yeah, but so maybe that's why, in my opinion, maybe it is true that most of our best superstars have gone to Raw because they need more people that are superstars and excellent to fill those stories.
Well, you
hour.
need to fill more time. So that's why in these you always have more people that go to Raw than SmackDown.
Yeah.
Every year it's the same thing.
And like Naomi also went to Raw. I'm not okay with that.
Wait, no, I don't understand how you're not okay. We lost one female and we gained like 5.
Yeah, but she's a great female. She's interesting to watch. I don't know. I'm nervous about Becky Lynch, and if she leaves and goes to Raw, it's going to be a problem.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Our women's division is twice as good as Raw's. No doubt about it.
I'm looking at the overall
question.
picture here.
I am too.
I don't know. It makes me upset.
Raw's dominating the tag division because, yes, they got the Usos, and we did not get the Revival. Because that I expected them to take the Usos, and I expected us to get the Revival. But Jinder, it's okay. We got Jinder back. Apparently,
we did get Jinder.
We got Jinder back. All is right with the world.
Great, more annoying promos.
Well, we didn't have one tonight. He was supposed to face Chad Gable, but Lars just destroyed everybody. And then R-Truth tried to come out to attack Lars, but Lars destroyed him too. That's that. Charlotte, talking about the WrestleMania match, calls out Becky saying, I wasn't pinned. I deserve a shot back at my title that I never lost. And Becky came out, and I love that Becky made the point of, I want to clear the way for new challenges. I'm sick of always facing you, for the Baileys, the Amber Moons, etc. And out then comes Bayley, and she's talking about all these fresh starts with the Superstar Shakeup. All I see is a rerun.
How do you feel about Bayley, by the way?
Love it.
You like her?
Absolutely. I've always liked Bayley.
I like her for the kiddos, but I'm not a huge fan of her in general myself. So that wasn't a happy shakeup for me.
Okay. Well, I knew either her or Sasha was coming. So it was just a matter of which one.
Now, if Sasha gets out of her stalemate, will she come to SmackDown?
No.
Or Raw?
No, I think they want to separate Bayley and Sasha for a bit. But this leads to Charlotte versus Bayley, which was a fantastic match.
With a few mess ups, though, to call it out. Like I said, there were some issues with chemistry tonight, I think.
Oh, Charlotte and Bayley have very good chemistry. I mean, things will slip up from time to time, but the fact it's how you react to it.
Well, yes, but
because every wrestler has slip-ups.
I don't know. I feel like I saw that there were mistakes made a few times tonight, but especially in this match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was a great match.
Also, did you see when Charlotte put her boot and like actually jumped on part of Bayley's glute, like her thigh?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like she was about to get seriously injured.
Then they're doing their job.
No, I mean, it was a mistake, though. She actually, like, hit her in the wrong way. You didn't see that?
Not necessarily.
She landed on her wrong.
Not necessarily. They do a lot of things now to make it look. Thank you for clarifying, because with all your wrestling experience, you know that.
Well, I would say with my athletic background, I know that looked like a big mistake. It was like the side of her leg, and it looked like it like moved the muscle.
Yeah, they'll move if they get kicked.
Yeah, it wasn't a kick. It was she landed on her.
Yeah, because there was pressure on it. Yeah.
What do you guys think, chat roll? Do you agree with me? I think that she landed wrong on Bayley.
First comment on that. Legit Wrestling Page says, what is Gabby talking about? Bayley and Charlotte had excellent chemistry tonight, match of the night.
Gabby hit the nail on the head. You could hear them call the match. Thank you.
Oh, well, that's the cameras picking up the mic. That's not them.
No, because they probably had to communicate because things were not
all the wrestlers
flowing.
Communicate. They all communicate throughout the match.
Communicate how to make it better because they were probably, and I'm not just talking about basic communication that they have to have during the match. I think they were having slip-ups.
All right. Well, we
not
agree.
Everyone's perfect every night of the week.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Somebody else agrees with me. The real YT. Thank you. Chat roll to the rescue.
All right. We agree to disagree. Charlotte got the win with a spear. And so Becky, like we said, will be defending both titles at Money in the Bank. Now let's meet the Firefly Funhouse. Oh my God, I love this. Just when we thought they could not reinvent Bray Wyatt in any way, shape, or form, we have scary Mr. Rogers.
That's awesome.
Bray's lost a bunch of weight. He looks in great shape. He now has a tattoo going all the way up the back of his neck. And I really want to see where this goes.
This is going to be really awesome.
I hope he stays on SmackDown.
Same.
Well, because they aired this promo on both shows. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where he's going.
Us.
But that's I can't wait to find out.
That is really cool, though.
Main event, Kofi versus Nakamura. I need some Christian's Closet music because my man Rusev looking good at ringside, sporting that purple suit.
He looked like how Jinder Mahal puts himself together. He was really trying to be stylish.
That's actually a great way to put it.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal loves his suits and nice shoes.
Yeah, Rusev looked like he went shopping with Jinder Mahal. That suit, like, you would think we'll just look at Lana and her dress. No, Rusev looking dapper, looking oh so fly. So kudos to you, Rusev, for hanging out at ringside in the suit. That's Christian's Closet this week. You know, like the shirt that I'm wearing right now at prowrestlingtees.com/Christian Rosenberg. You get one yourself.
No big deal.
No big deal at all. When would I ever do a plug? That's so crazy. All right, so the match itself was good. Gave it a lot of time. We had the New Day commentary table with Woods and Kevin Owens, Big O at. And then Rusev attacked Kofi, caused a DQ. Xavier and Kevin Owens coming to make the save. Woods flies out of the ring onto Rusev, takes him out. Kinshasa on Woods, knocks him out. Kofi saves Owens from getting the Kinshasa by Nakamura. He knocks Nakamura out of the ring. Kofi's excited. Super kick. And the Kevin Owens that we all know and love came back.
Oh, my goodness.
And Kevin Owens beat the hell out of Kofi and then powerbomb Woods against the apron. Oh, so good.
How do you, so you love this? You love this turn on Kofi?
I wish it didn't happen this soon.
Agreed. I will agree
we
with
all
that.
knew this was going to happen. But I think if they prolonged it, some people would have actually thought otherwise. So maybe give it a few more weeks.
I love that they brought the true Kevin Owens back, but I can definitely side with you that, yes, a little too soon, a little premature, because Big E is out currently, and it would have been nice to see like Kevin Owens actually partner with the New Day and let them not have that void there.
Well, I think the plan is, by the way, he powerbombed Woods. Now Woods will be out. And it's like, all right, Kofi, you have no one around you to help you. It's just going to be you and me. Da-da-da-da-da.
That's a very good point.
So we'll see. I'm excited. Owens and Kofi, looks like that's going to be happening at Money in the Bank, which will be great. So now at this point, because this ends SmackDown, we can try to maybe quickly go through a wrestling wrap, because then we have a special surprise that we can give our live listeners.
I'm excited.
All right, let's do a quick wrestling wrap.
All right, wrestling wrap. I am back, you guys, in action. So Big E has a lot going on right now. He did suffer an injury. Mm-hmm. So after, his WrestleMania 35 moment, when they were celebrating Kofi Kingston's championship win, unfortunately, it was cut short. And he had announced that he had torn a meniscus.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's not like he's not used to injuries. In college, he had actually had both his ACLs repaired, and he broke his patella, which took him a total of 9 months to recover from. So he's definitely not shy from injuries. But this is kind of annoying because it's at a bad time. You know, Kofi just won, and he kind of needed his partners alongside him.
Could have happened before Mania. So
yeah, so I mean, it's a little. I mean,
we wish him a speedy recovery. Thankfully, it's not. I don't think as serious as they initially thought. I think he's supposed to be back in 6 to 8 weeks.
Right, but at the same time, he also has a lot of big things going on. So Big E's also talking about a voice acting career with this new role in Adult Swim's Laser Wolf.
I heard about that, and good for him. Voiceover's fun work. Mm-hmm. Don't believe me? Well, listen to any type of Car Gurus commercial. You may hear my voice. I'm just saying.
So, yeah, he's going to be working in animation coming up.
Good for him.
And we all look forward to seeing that. I know that it's Cartoon Network's late night comedy block that comes back on April 7th. So, Big E explained how he wound up being on the show as Cannon Wolf, a wolf with a cannon on his back. And you could read more up about that on comicbook.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very interesting stuff. Lars Sullivan, very interesting story. He's been trolling John Cena. Originally, I guess what WWE wanted to do with him was before WrestleMania, create the storyline with John Cena, have him feuding on the shows before, and have some backstage angles. But unfortunately, there was no feud that could ever kick off because Lars suffers from anxiety. And so they totally took out that whole angle because of that situation. And so he recently uploaded a picture of himself done up in a parody Doctor of Thugonomics get up to his Instagram story. And instead of a medallion, he had a gold copy of The Legend of Zelda NES game around his neck, and his attire was capped off with an Oakland A's baseball hat. And he didn't specifically say anything in his story, but a lot of people are speculating that he's pretty much joking about John Cena. So,
all right.
We're just wondering when the two will actually reunite back in the ring.
Saudi Arabia.
You think so?
I would think something along that. Like, it will be somewhat a marquee match.
Huge.
Like a huge thing that Cena would come back for, and that's one of the things he would come back for.
Totally.
But yeah.
And the other thing I want to say is thank you, Kevin Owens, for keeping yourself on SmackDown Live. I am so grateful and blessed to be on AfterBuzz TV's recap show because
you can talk about Kevin.
We can talk about Kevin now every week.
All right. Yes. So let's do it. So we got right around 15 minutes left in our show. We kind of tried to do a rush a little bit because once in a while, maybe once a year, we decide to open phone lines. Ooh. And that's what we thought would be nice to do today.
You guys want to talk to us?
So if you have a question, as far as live viewers, regarding tonight's SmackDown, or if you had a question for me or a question for Gabby, now is the time you could try to call. The number is 424-354-8895. 8302. Again, 424-354-8302. Like I said, we're a little under 15 minutes left. We're getting this out now, so probably in the next minute or two, we might have someone call, hopefully, because then it'll be really awkward if we don't get anybody calling. And if you got a question, we'll make it quick, try to get as many people as we can in this short amount of time. State your name, feel free to plug your Twitter, ask your question, whether it's to me, whether it's to Gabby, it's about SmackDown, about Money in the Bank, something along those lines. Let's have some fun. Gabby, if you won't mind typing the phone number in the chat roll as well.
Write it or tell me again and I'll write it.
Yeah, it is 424-354-8302. And no chat roll, you cannot ask relationship status questions about us because nobody wants to know my status.
Why? You're making that sound all mysterious.
Because that's how it is. That's how it works.
Is it?
Well, because we know they all want to call about my relationship status.
Gotcha.
We get it, guys. We get it. It's
there might
fine.
be someone in that chat roll that's like your soulmate. You never know.
Oh, possibly.
Yeah. Well, we do have 123 live viewers right now, so you guys definitely call in. This is your one opportunity to speak to us. I can't remember the last time we did this. I know
it's been over a year.
And I think the last time you did do it, I was absent from that broadcast.
Maybe the last time was just me and Tom, and this time it's me and you.
Yeah, and now
it's hard to do it with three of us.
Me and you. So no questions asked in the chat roll. You guys actually have to call us.
Yes.
Because I'm seeing questions coming through, and I will refuse to answer them unless you call.
Yeah, the whole point is for it to be the call in. So I know Steve, our engineer in our booth, is just getting the phone lines up now. And we're going to probably get the confirmation from him that we're ready to go to possibly take these calls. And yes, External Shockwave, low-key, I am quite the pimp. It is true. Thank you for that lovely compliment in the chat roll. So we got everything, should have everything set to go. Steve, in the booth, are we good to go with the phone? Okay, we got 1 minute to talk about that, so we can just ramble a little more. That's fine. As far as the matches that we got going on in Money in the Bank so far, so on the SmackDown side, we said Roman Elias. Mm-hmm. We got hopefully have Finn and Andrade. We're gonna have Kofi and Owens. We got the Raw side where Rollins and AJ, which is just gonna be amazing. Becky defending the Raw title against Lacey Evans and the SmackDown title against Charlotte. So I guess here's a question I will ask you then, Gabby. Who do you think we will get in the SmackDown, or not just SmackDown Money in the Bank match, but as far as the Money in the Bank match, as far as who will represent SmackDown in that match? Because it'll be probably 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown for both the men and the women.
It's a great question. I would say Ember Moon for sure.
Sure.
I think she definitely should have a shot at that. Charlotte, because she's going for the championship, right?
Well, she has a title match, so she won't necessarily be.
She might not be. Okay.
Yeah, she won't be in that actual match.
So I was going to say, it's always helpful when you win Money in the Bank to then get it cashed in so you can get the belts. So Ember Moon for sure.
Yes.
I want to say maybe Sonya or Mandy.
Okay. You don't think they'll have a tag title match? You think they'll put one of them in the actual Money in the Bank ladder match?
I'm going to put that guess out there.
Okay.
May be a far one. People are saying Bailey, but I want to.
All right, so we should have the phone line open now. So
give me my last one after.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, number 424-354-8302. Got around somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes, so we'll try to get as many calls as we can. Don't forget to call that number in. Gabby is gonna. Did you already type it in the chat room?
Yeah, I did, but I'm gonna type it again.
Type it in one more time.
I think some people missed it.
Now that we got everything up and running, technical difficulties all fixed. So you can call us. I have a question about SmackDown, Money in the Bank, question for Gabby, question for me. If you have a question for Tom, I'll answer on his behalf, I guess. I don't know. But good ideas for names for Tom's kids. We'll always welcome those as well. So yeah, once again, 424-354-8302 is the phone number, and we'll see if we can get anybody to call in and say hi and see if they got a question. But yeah, I would say Bailey, I think, would be a good possibility. I mean, there is one female that we did not see tonight that now is on SmackDown again, is Liv Morgan. So some people thinking, depending on what they try to do with her on SmackDown, if they alter her character at all, maybe they want to try to elevate her and get her in that match.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I definitely think that that's a viable option. And she's been more interesting to watch lately since she's had more experience on the main roster. Because now it's been about a year, right?
Yes.
Their whole team the Riot Squad has been on the main roster. So I think Ruby definitely has a shot.
And then Sarah could join the Viking Raider Experience War, whatever their name is this week, because they keep changing their damn name on Raw now, and that's just getting so annoying. And yes, External Shockwave, Mercy the Buzzard. Maybe Mercy the Buzzard can win Money in the Bank.
So
maybe.
A lot of people think that for the women, like I've seen a lot of Rubies, Embers.
Ruby would be great to win it. I would love if Ruby Riott won it.
Somebody said Bailey, I thought.
Yeah, Bailey, yeah. Like we said, Bailey, I think, would be a great idea. What about the men's side?
Liv, they said.
What about the guys?
That's hard. I guess Andrade, maybe.
Well, again, if they don't have an IC title match,
yeah.
Andrade and Finn could both end up being in the match itself.
And, could
what?
R-Truth? Because somebody put Carmella in here, and I was just thinking, Carmella could actually be.
She could be in the women's match. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm R-Truth. I don't see in the Money in the Bank ladder match itself. They may give him like a kickoff match with Lars because he just has a death wish and keeps trying to go after Lars, and Lars is just destroying him in every which way. So we'll see. Steve, do we have the phone line up? Okay, we'll see, because the people in the chat were wondering what was going on with it. So we should have it up for a few more minutes. We'll try. It's an experiment. We try it once in a blue moon. If it works, it's great. If not, no big deal. You just listen to us talk some more.
We're not gonna hate on you guys if you don't call, but there is 116 of you right now, so I'm a little shocked that.
Well, some people were saying they were too shy.
I've seen a lot of people say that, but who cares? You guys are just having fun.
This is your chance. This is your moment, guys. This is your big moment.
This is your moment, because right now we're not giving out our phone numbers, so
yeah,
I
ain't giving my digits.
That is public.
You got our Twitters, you got our Instagrams, but we're not giving our phone number. That's a little. That's a little much. But we have this phone number right now. If you want to try to call in, say hello.
Right.
Say a question about SmackDown, Money in the Bank. Question for Gabby.
Or you can let us know who you see in Money in the Bank from each side.
Yeah, why not?
Who would be your favorites to see in that match? Somebody said number I'll call. It's Charlene. So Charlene, there you go. 424-354-8302.
There you go.
Hit those digits, Charlene.
But yeah, so I mean, we'll see what's going on with that, and then, I'm really curious actually on Owen's promo next week, and how
he's gonna recover from this.
Because I did love actually at the end, Kofi had that last ditch effort to try to fight, and the crowd was all behind it, cheering him on, and obviously booing Owens. Oh, he got mean again. But this is where Kevin Owens is at his best, and overcoming the odds is where Kofi's at his best. So I think the two of them are going to have a really fun match.
Yeah, it's going to be good. The KO show is back, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope we don't lose his talk show though, because his talk show is amazing. Because he does nothing on it, and that's what makes it so great that he does nothing.
Easiest promo ever. I love it. Oh.
All right, we got someone brave enough to give us a call. What's your name, and tell us your Twitter.
Whoa, this is Edwin Santos. You may know me. My Twitter's at Edwin_A_Santos.
All right, Edwin. Thank you so much for calling in. What question do you got?
Just a basic question. What do you, both of you, what do you see? Your thoughts on Sasha Banks, whether she's coming back or not, if this is a shoot or work, what's the deal?
That's a great question, because
question.
we're kind of waiting for more news, because the last couple weeks has been mostly the same stuff as far as her not appearing. I think it might have started as a shoot and is eventually going to turn into a work, because whenever she comes back, whichever show she comes back on, I feel they're going to use it in the story. she's not going
For
anywhere.
sure.
They have her locked in the contract. They're not going to let her go to run to Ring of Honor or AEW or anything like that.
This is a really tough one. I think that she'll probably wind up having to come back at least for a little bit longer. Maybe they'll come to terms on like a new, I don't know, adjustment to the current contract. And she'll probably be on Raw, I guess, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
And I hope they don't embarrass her because, you know, there's been, I mean, if you look back in time with things like Shawn Michaels and other people that have, you know, kind of not had the best experience when they had to go.
Yeah.
Hope they don't do that to Sasha. What do you think?
I don't see that. But yeah, thank you for the call, Edwin.
Wait, Edwin, before you go, what do you think about the situation?
I think it's a little frustrating. I love Sasha Banks a lot. I think she should get. I don't know what her. I mean, I understand. I mean, I don't know everything, but the fact that
Why
she wins the
not?
title
Why don't
belt
you
and
know
that she
everything,
loses it-
Edwin? You should know everything.
I don't want to speculate. I don't want to be a mark. But I mean, the fact that she would lose a title after she wins it, it just, I don't know if that's something that she's complaining about. If that's I don't know. I have no idea. But I just hope WWE can book her correctly and maybe trust her. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that seems to be the rumor running around that she's upset over this title loss.
Yeah,
This immediate title
we'll
loss.
win to see. Thank you for tuning in and supporting us,
Thank
Edwin.
you.
We appreciate you calling in. All right, that was Edwin. We'll see if we can get a few more calls in. In the
That was
meantime.
so fun. I wish we could
Did
do
you
this
enjoy
every
that?
week. Yeah.
We can't do it every week because this is like a special. Like you can't give candy every week to the fans and listeners because then they'll get too used to the candy and they'll get obese.
But it's so fun
and
to have other
diabetes, and we don't
people's
want that.
opinions. I love hearing.
Oh, of course.
I love speaking to you guys.
And it's not, I'm guessing
hear
that
that?
noise means we have another call. So what is your name and your Twitter and what's your question?
My name is Charlene, and I don't have a Twitter, so I'm sorry.
Hi,
Wow.
Charlene.
My question is, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yesterday during the Raw after show, I think it was Evan who brought up that something about the man and how Becky was referring to herself as the man and whether or not it was kind of being degrading by not calling herself the woman. What are your thoughts on her calling herself the man and not the woman?
That's actually a very good question, Charlene. And Becky, there was an interview. It might have been over WrestleMania time. Actually, no, I remember. And I wish I knew the name of this YouTube page where they have this YouTube page where they have people watch different videos and see whether or not people react to them, and some that they'll have celebrities on it. They did one with Becky Lynch, and that was a question that they asked. And to her, the man is just pretty much, it doesn't mean a gender, it just means like when someone says I'm the man, that means I'm the top. I'm the best at that. So it's not like a man is a male and I'm the woman, the female. It's just the man means I'm ruling this.
Yeah, I love this question, Charlene, because when she did first call herself the man, I thought the same thing. I was wondering, well, why are they saying this? Especially during a time where we had the women's evolution
Sure.
and all this stuff going on, Me Too as well. And it was a little bit odd, but I guess like at least if she's explaining it as trying to be gender neutral, even though the word that we identify that with, the words, the labeling is identified with a male gender. I don't really believe it's gender neutral, but if she's going to tell us that's what it is, then I guess I'm just going to have to go with that and accept it. But I did have some hesitations about it when I first heard it.
Well, yeah, Charlene, thank you for that question. I don't mean to try to cut you off short, but we're going to try to see if we can squeeze in a couple more questions in the midst of this.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Time.
Thank you, Charlene. All right. Yeah, no, that's a great question.
I love that question because I was thinking the same thing when Becky Lynch started calling herself the man. Literally.
I mean, it kind of surprised me. And then when they went full force with the T-shirt and everything, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So no, we're going all out with this.
And it's kind of funky to have like, I mean, as a woman, I know like you guys got me this Christmas gift with
For the man T-shirt.
Yeah, the man T-shirt, and it's kind of funny for a woman to be wearing a shirt that says "I'm the man" in general. Like,
We could probably squeeze one more call in before the end of the show. Apologize for the technical difficulties we had at the beginning of the set but we're trying to get them in. Maybe we'll do this again sometime sooner than later, but we can try to get one more quick call in if someone is brave enough and make sure that question's good. Because if you're the last call, there's a lot of pressure on that question, guys. You don't want us to be some silly, non-important question. You want this to be big.
I will say, I think our live viewers have really great questions.
Oh, I know they have great questions. That's why I want to hear from them.
Yeah, you guys are
because
good.
they got them. They asked some good ones in the chat roll. But this is your chance to have your voice heard. You guys listen to my voice every week forever. This is a chance to shut me up.
My ears are bleeding.
I know. I feel so bad for Gabby and Tom when they're here because they have to listen to me.
No wonder why I have sinus issues.
It's solely my fault.
Yeah, it's 100%. Your fault. It's from sitting here every Tuesday and having my ears bleed out. They're directly affected.
Nice. So I mean, your time's running out for the last possible call in night. If you don't get it, sorry. We'll try to do this again soon. I know, like I said, we had a technical difficulties. Maybe we can get one more. Oh, wait. We got one more right at the wire. Yes. All right. State your name and your Twitter and your question.
Hello?
Yes,
Hi.
You're on AfterBuzz TV.
Hey guys, it's Carlos. I actually don't have a Twitter, so.
No, so many people without the social media. That's all good, Carlos. All right, what's your question?
Hey, my question is actually towards this new Bray Wyatt character.
Okay.
And where do you guys actually think it's gonna lead as far as like in ring, like as far as like once he gets actually in like matches?
Very good question, and I wish I had a better answer than this, but honestly, I don't know, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited that I don't really know this because he did some like friendly things when he first came out, like dancing with his opponent and all that. I mean, it's sort of be friendly. I don't know if he's gonna have the puppets at ringside with him, but that might be intriguing. There's gonna be like probably some type of trigger that makes him snap. But that's the thing, I don't know, and I'm excited that I don't know.
This kind of reminds me of Bates Motel.
Sure.
So the main character in that, who's actually a serial killer and insane, like you don't see it from the outside, but he has a lot of mental illness going on. And so I could see this Bray Wyatt character, having this facade of, I used to be this bad person, but now I'm happy and I'm a nice guy, but really, like, he has this darkness to him.
Right.
And we're going to see some,
It's creepy Mr. Rogers, and I love it.
Some heel stuff, I think.
Yes. We'll see, Carlos. Thank you for calling in right at the buzzer, getting your question right at the end of the show. We appreciate you.
Got it. Thank you, guys.
Bye,
you
Carlos.
guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, yeah. So, we'll try maybe to do this again. Definitely much sooner rather than later. This way, maybe we can try to get some more time for some more of your calls. But in the meantime, you can ask us questions on social media. Gabby, how can people reach out to you?
You guys can reach out to me and connect through social media at Gabby Loren TV. That's GABBYLOREN TV. I'm always on there. I usually host Sheehan on Thursdays. I won't be there this week, but I'll be back in May. And if you're a dancer, I've been hosting some dance competitions, mainly on the East Coast. So possibly I'll see you out there on stage.
Go check out Gabby hosting these dance shows and competitions.
Yeah, if you didn't know, I used to be a dancer.
Gabby kind of does some of everything, guys.
I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter at Will Rosenberg, Instagram, TheWillRosenberg, Christian Rosenberg. Brian Kendrick's Wrestling Pro Wrestling back this Friday in Burbank. D Evil will be there as once again wreaking havoc as he always does. If you need to catch up on what's going on with that, twitch.tv/Wrestling Pro Wrestling. And for all the other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow him on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for tuning in. For Gabby Loren, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.